You're on the show with me, Mr. Glass. What I want to share with y'all is me being at my doctor's appointment for the time that I was told to be at my doctor's appointment, but was told that my doctor's appointment was at 9 o'clock instead of 11. But this is the type of bullshit that goes on in your hospitals. So here we go.
Hello, this is Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help? Your beautiful new aircraft is waiting at our nearest airfield. We hope you're very happy, sir.
This will be me talking to, I call them training physicians, those that's getting ready to become doctors that basically just follow the doctor around like a little puppet while the doctor prescribes medicine.
I'm so sorry. Right, and I say that, man. See, y'all give this medication out and don't leave no leeway in there for shit to happen. And me just being off the medication for 2 days, it shit happening. Am I right or wrong?
So we can't.
I'm talking about the narcos. This is what I'm saying. When my pharmacist, right? When my pharmacist called you guys up and let you guys know that the way they talk to guys with medication is nothing about the out of medication. Y'all put them on that damn something waiting. No long period of time. Y'all take them to start these medication. And like I said again, it was y'all fault on how you feel out of things. Because you know what I'm saying, just like today, I came here to ask you 11 o'clock. I was here 2 days ago. They told me when I come here for 11 o'clock today. I was here for 9 o'clock. You see? I was, like I said again, I was here 2 days ago. And I got proof of this shit. Because one thing about me, I keep all my conversations, you know what I'm saying? Because the fact that people would say that they didn't do this and they didn't do that and didn't end up doing it.
Well, we don't know what the consequences
I don't know what you're doing. And that's why I don't know what
are.
to do.
Let's just take it out of the way.
All right.
So how to think you can go on the medication that
Yes,
you
yes, yes,
take,
yes.
and so you need to know.
All of them medicine.
Gabapentin, Lotto,
Everybody got jobs. And every job is
The main job is the patient's people. But the patient ain't the main job anymore. The main job is to put medication in the patient. So you gotta live there and tell them bitches what their job really is. Or they gonna put medication in your ass. Y'all didn't hear me? I said everybody, all doctors think that the solution is in a fucking pill.
It's not you got me. It was you. It's a life.
That was me talking to my doctor at my doctor's appointment, where that's all they do is prescribe medication. A doctor is not really out there to help you. A doctor is really out there to put a band-aid over a cut that needs stitches. Because the doctor is not there to basically, I ain't gonna lie, solve your problem. Because believe it or not, it's your problem. Because if you gotta go to the doctor for any reason whatsoever, 9 times 10 is your digestive system. Mine is because of I chose to drink and drive with my choices, and I fucked up to be put in a wheelchair. So now I gotta go to these sons of bitches that don't really care, like they do care, and all they want to do is put medicine in a motherfucker. But I ain't that guinea pig. All I can do is what I do, and take the medication, and then be through with it. And it is what it is. Now, why would he much do that? I don't know you, kid. Why you blow my jet? I don't know you, kid. Beautiful thing. You just an asshole in this thing. And I know 9 times out of 10, you just a kid. And you don't even know if you coming or going. But like I said again, you just a kid. Mom and dad probably don't give a fuck about you. Because you're a menace to society. All because of this game. Dave. Dave, I'm just trying to tell you, dog. When kids do shit like that, they'll run around here with masks on, being a little boy but dressed up like a little girl. They gotta dress that woman up, so they confuse little kids. So I'm just letting them know they need to think about themselves and where they come from, because they need some help. Because this game ain't made for little kids. But I like that. 9 times 10, it's somebody. It's one of them little kids that I know, Dave, that know it ain't doing nothing but letting me talk about it. But that's all I'm gonna do. It ain't gonna make me want to come get him.
Pegasus Lifestyle Management. How can I help you?
It ain't gonna make me want to come get you, little
Your
kid.
spectacular aircraft is now ready for you at our nearest
I
airfield.
do what I want to do on this game. I don't do what you want me to do on this game. I don't gotta come after you unless I want to, and that won't happen in this game because I have control over my own free will. Go back and hit finish shopping. Kid, I gotta go swimming again. Alright, take that off. You don't need that on right now. We don't even want to change clothes on this stinking ass. I mean, it just got so many kids on here that don't have a life. And this game is their life. But they can't never live right. Because like I said, they living like this game. So now we're going to live there, and I'm going to run me and my homeboy talking about what's really real in life. I say again, fuck this game.
What you think?
All right.
Because I don't care. what you think, just as long as you thinking. I say to you, this is the truth. Just as if someone was to kill you, what could I really do? Miss you because someone killed you. They didn't kill me to die mourning over you. I just want you to know the truth. The love that I have for you gonna always be true. But if someone was to kill you, what can I do? Hold over their head hatred and be heavy too? Or just let the love flow and continue loving you through?
Oh, now you want to invite me to come on a mission with you. Ha, very funny, motherfucker.
This how fucked up shit is. This 18-year-old kid.
I waited a couple of months, man. I
Killed this 18-year-old woman when she broke up with him.
My good friend.
Shot her twice in the head, then took her about 50 miles away and dumped her and threw her body into a river. And the mother, the girl's car was abandoned, and they last know she was with this dude. Who's gonna be the first suspect? Who she's with?
Right.
He said he got mad. He said he had confessed to killing. He said he got mad at her. She broke up with him. He shot her twice in the head.
Yeah, again, bro.
18 years old, bro.
Again.
Shot her twice in the head, dog. Man, thank God and all his angels. I'm thankful, man. Think about my little, how they grew up. Glad I was strict on them, man. I swear about the other. I'm over here for the dirt.
By the living legend, such as breath. Welcome back, bro. Thanks for the good pleasure. Be back. We are on the ground. Good. About things going on around the world. Ways to listen to the show tonight. You know, what I was thinking, and you see so much media deception and so much media propaganda, it reminds me of the importance of this show. And it reminds me of my purpose. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta stay appreciative. And it's hard sometimes when you do the same thing week after week after week after week after week. You know, you just get used to it. But I'm definitely appreciative of the show we got going on. We give a voice that cannot be heard on mainstream media at all. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for listening. Everybody who ever donated, everybody who ever sent a positive comment, even everybody who sent a negative comment. Thanks for listening. Everybody that showed me in grip of support, thank you very much. And with that,
Okay, and I want to echo that definitely, and let everybody know from the depths of our consciousness, we definitely thank you. You're absolutely correct. Even if you're going to be negative times, at least we know you're listening. Hopefully down the road, something's changed in you. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
So with that being said, Professor Gray, there's a lot of confusion, deception, like I just said. So what I want to do this time, well, first of all, let me, it's been pretty interesting. Let me say this, because last week we had a show on Muhammad Ali, and the whole world was praising Muhammad Ali, and the world was saying how he was the greatest Muslim that ever lived. And they got his ceremony. They got up there. And,
how's that shit?
You know, they gave
Yeah, that nigga say it is.
And they indirectly at his memorial. And then it's like a couple of days after that, we have this mass shooting with a man who's Muslim, and the media just kind of flips it, makes it a anti-Muslim once again. So it was kind of interesting to see both sides of the spectrum. You know, one week the world is appreciating the Muslim contribution to the world, and the next week, you know, we got to ban them from the country like Trump did. So that's interesting. Number two, it's been a busy week in Orlando. First, if anybody watches, there's a real big show on ABC, I think it's ABC, called The Voice. A voice contestant by the name of Christina Grimmie or Grimey. Sorry, Grimmie, right. It's not right now.
All that shit happened, you know, a little girl that got snatched by an alligator, that's in Orlando too. So once again, in Greece.
Yeah, dog.
Girl shot, girl dragged by an alligator, 50 killed in the club, that's crazy. All in the same place.
He was 29, 14 years before. He killed, they're saying he killed 49 people. Last Sunday at a gay nightclub in Orlando. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, Orlando has been a lot of things going on. Then you got the alligators, like the last day. Right. Yeah, a lot of things going on in Orlando. But we're going to talk about and what I want to do is actually, I want to raise 4 points. And that's what you're going. You can go on for the same time, and then I'll come into the questions after that. But there's just 4 points that's a little confusing, and not only myself, but others that are watching this news story all over, whether it's Facebook or whatever. If people have questions, because it's not just about this event. This event may lead to another event, may lead to election, may lead to this, may lead to that. So, people want to know, you know, what's going on behind the scenes. Let me start like this. First and foremost, it's being told the first man in the history of the country immediately when that came out. I've seen memes and posts, and I'm going to read one of it and I'll put it on the screen. It says, before we begin spreading the lies of the and you assist me, let's not forget that you take the time to make so that's the first thing I want to point out. That was kind of sketchy about the way we is trying to paint this. The second thing is, if you said he wasn't into the hip-hop movement, if you're not into the hip-hop movement, about 3 weeks ago, you've seen the video surface in the rapper from New York, Brooklyn, New York, by the name of Troy Ave. He got into a shooting at the club. 2 days after the shooting, it might have been a day or 2 days after the shooting, you've seen an actual video of Troy Ave busting back. So Troy Ave with the gun, red eye, busting all the shots in the club. So people are saying, wait a minute, they got video of Troy Ave busting all 4-5 shots, but you don't have no video of none of the shots? And this one man shot over 100 people in the age of social media in a gay nightclub? So it's kind of weird. Like now, you they got video of people that might be screaming and you hear stuff, but we seen Troy ass busting off shots like that nigga crazy. Oh shit, we've seen it. We did not. This is not the same. We did not see that. So that's the second point people are talking about. The third one, Professor Griff, is immediately they call it terrorism. As me and you have stated before, some of the biggest terrorists in this country have been white Christian men. Some belong to the KKK, some don't. The most recent, me, you, and I think Zaz, I did a show on, what's the young white boy's name?
Y'all need some help? I can get somebody else to come help.
Dylan Luke, yeah. Right. We they refused to call that terrorism. Did not mention the name at all. Didn't mention his faith at all. But they immediately go to the terrorism route if it's an Islamic person. So I don't know if we could call it terrorism, Griff. In the last one before you go in, I don't know if we could call it a hate crime, Griff. This guy Omar, what's his last name? I just had it. Batin or wait, Martin. Yeah, I don't know if we could call this a hate crime, Griff. Number one, he was a regular at the gay club. Straight men don't do that.
I think that was
allegedly,
I think that was a gay hit.
That's all it was.
On the gay act.
They didn't want to blame that shit on.
Saying he made
they want that separation, bro.
It almost seems like it was a bit of gay on gay crime.
That was not.
And I know that was unusual for a person to hear.
It wasn't.
That was
because
gay.
we don't hear gay on gay crime. We don't hear white. All we hear in our mind is black on black. So let me say, it sounds like gay on gay crime.
That was gay on gay crime, period.
Gay on gay, I don't know if it could be gay. I hate crime. So with those 4 points, Professor Griff, it's real deceptive what's going on in the media.
So one might
What
be
have
right.
you gotten so far, Professor Griff,
It
from
might not be
everything
nice,
you have heard?
Yeah, but then you saw how he was looking. It wasn't nice.
Well, Brother Rich, I'm going to cover each
That nigga was pissed off, dude.
briefly.
Yeah.
But I gathered thus far from watching, I'm going to say watching and decoding. And I think that's the language that we should use from this point forward. Watching and decoding the news.
Yeah, all that shit, I can say all that shit.
Talking to people, comparing notes and talking to people.
All I
Sometimes
say
you can
is,
just get on the phone and say, man, you heard what happened? And they give you the rundown. But then when you start comparing notes, they say, oh, okay, I didn't hear that. And then when you start comparing notes, you come up with a different kind of conclusion. Not only that, Brother Rich, but sitting back and letting some of these things kind of come to you, and then you approach outside sources, news coming in from outside of America, and then you can go up on YouTube and Facebook and start hearing what other people in their research have uncovered. So to your first point, Brother Rich, you're absolutely correct. Before I get to your fourth point, they hailed Muhammad Ali, and they tried to dumb down some of and play off some of the harsh criticism of the United States government and America, and not only how they treated Muhammad Ali as a sports figure, but how they treated Muhammad Ali as a black man, and then how they ultimately treated Muhammad Ali as a Muslim.
boy,
Shortly after that, you're absolutely right. Donald Trump turned it up, turned it on, turned it up
I'm still a
with
nigga.
his whole idea of banning all Muslims from the country. And then the other point I wanted to kind of touch on, Brother, before we get to your 4 points, is, Christina Green was up and coming star in their eyes. You understand what I'm saying? And I would think that the whole idea of a young white girl getting gunned down by a white man, you would see that all across Hitler Island. Right, exactly. Right. You barely heard a mention of this young woman getting shot down execution style. Right. And that's comparable to young people as to cats our age, like John Lennon getting shut down. This up and coming star, and she was doing the damn thing. You understand what I'm saying? And then the whole idea of this alligator dragon thing. That shot, I compared that to gorilla getting shot down a couple of weeks ago. You understand what I'm saying? And it's almost like when you compare these stories, they pick and choose what they're going to use and blow up in the media and put on content with people. You understand what I'm saying? We're talking about a propaganda machine that's fine-tuned and well-oiled, Brother Rich. We will take a story, wring it out, and twist it so much so we'll have you thinking just the total opposite. What do you mean by that, Christopher? You mentioned, number one, the worst mass shooting in U.S. history. We know, according to the stats that you just gave us in reference to just 4, Brother Rich, not the total mass shootings, but 4. It says, before we begin spreading the lie of the deadliest mass terrorist shooting in U.S. history, let's not forget. Well, whoever created that meme probably didn't realize, Brother Rich, let's not forget. Black people don't know about this stuff when you start talking about East St. Louis massacre in 1917, 200 to 700 deaths, Brother Rich. White media already knows this, and the people that's working in media and behind the scenes that do stats and research, they know this already, Brother Rich. Why didn't somebody step up and say, well, wait a minute, this is not the deadliest mass shooting, or terrorist mass shooting in American history. Let's look at East St. Louis and then start, and let's run the reel.
Man, y'all beautiful, man. Y'all supposed to take a picture of the license plate, man. Why you ain't take a picture of the license plate?
You understand what I'm saying? Eyewitness or this just in, or breaking news. One of those kind of deals. You understand what I'm saying? They already got it queued up, Brother Rich, is the word I was looking for. And then the Arkansas massacre in 1990, 854 deaths. Tulsa massacre in 1921, 300 to 3,000 deaths. 49 people got mowed down. And you talk about the deadliest terrorist shooting in American history, I would think not. You can't compare that to Tulsa massacre in 1921, 300 to 3,000 deaths. But because these are black people, Brother Rich, in Rosewood massacre in 1923, 150 deaths, because these are black people, it takes on a whole different meaning and a whole different complexion, simply because black lives don't matter when it comes to letting America know, all of America know, and letting the world know that that the number one deadliest mass terrorist shooting in U.S. history happened to black people. So no, Brother Rich, we're never going to let them forget that at all. And we need to be very mindful of these things. So it's just the worst mass shooting, a look back at the massacres in United States history. After the news broke Sunday, the gunmen who stormed an Orlando, Florida nightclub, killing 49 people and wounding 53 others, news organizations began comparing the attack with other high-profile mass shootings. The Los Angeles Times, like many other outlets, called it the deadliest in American history. Lie number one. Critics pushed back, saying the phrase was inaccurate and disrespectful to darker chapters in American history. Death tolls, they pointed out, were much higher in other shootings and more than a century ago, including race riots, labor disputes, in the early 1900s and massacres perpetrated by the United States Army or settlers in the American West. The dispute largely boils down to definitions, Brother Rich, and the definitions they play with, because these are codes, and trigger words, Brother Rich said. So when you use certain trigger words, like when you say the deadliest mass shooting, terrorist mass shooting in America, once you take the word terrorist out of it, right, then it changed the complexion. So it should change these particular words, Brother Rich. These are code words for certain people to key in, especially other subsidiaries of the major news outlets, Brother Rich. These are trigger words for these people. You could say the deadliest in American history, and then you get a broader sweep of the paintbrush. But when you say terrorism, well, that only talks about anything that happened to white people, Brother Rich. So we need to keep that in mind. So if more than 5 white people died, then we can say it was a terrorist attack. And if this thing that happened to a public installation, or institution, public library or school or elementary school or government building, then you could say it was an actual terrorist attack. The term mass shooting is imprecise, they say. And when you start talking about the amount of people that died, and then you have an idea, Brother Rich, of these false flags that are being raised now, when you start talking about eyewitness accounts versus the media spin that they put on the entire story. Sandy Creek Massacre, 1864, 675 soldiers rode towards a tribal campsite in eastern Colorado with open fire, killing more than 165 Cheyenne and other tribal members. So because it wasn't white people, you can't call it a terrorist attack. Clear Lake Massacre, 1850. A U.S. cavalry unit descended on a tribe of Promo Indians living in an island in Lake County, California, and killed at least 60 men, women, and children. See, Brother Rich, because it was Native American tribal people, you can't call it a terrorist, deadliest terrorist attack. Wounded Knee Massacre. In 18, U.S. Army troops near Wounded Knee Creek in South Dakota opened fire on Dakota Chief Bigfoot and a band of his tribe. More than 150 men, women, and children were killed. Because it was Wounded Knee and the Dakota tribe of Native Americans, you can't call it a terrorist attack. It's just some crook humans that we mowed and gunned down in America. The Tulsa riot, Rock Spring Massacre, Elaine Massacre, and I could go on and on. But if we would only do the research, we would not let these people put the wool over our eyes. And then you're talking about Troy Allen. Of course, they would have a videotape of this brother simply because he's black and they want people to see how savage black people are, that they would have a shootout in a club, killing innocent people. But yet when you come to this so-called Muslim terrorist, Islamist terrorist in a nightclub with an AK-47 assault rifle, mowing down gay people, when the Post nightclub, I'm sure, had CCTV cameras and video cameras and that kind of thing, with every person is armed. Well, I know my goddamn cell phone cost $749 goddamn dollars. The goddamn camera better work. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody got a computer and a camera and a camera and a video camera in their pocket, and no one, Brother Rich, got footage, except for the few seconds of a woman, obviously doing a selfie, a video selfie of herself, and hearing the gunshot. That's it, Brother Rich. No one for 3 hours, Brother Rich. No one turned on the camera to videotape anything. I'm sure there wasn't that goddamn traumatized. It says, they're at it again, Griff. Eyewitness say one thing, the news media says another. An eyewitness that don't agree and remove from the news feed immediately. In San Bernardino, the first eyewitnesses said they saw 2 large, athletically built men into the building with weapons. Her testimony disappeared instantly, and the story became 2 small, slightly built people, a man and a woman, with no meaning. Pardon me? Right.
I remember that, Griffey. Absolutely. I'm glad you brought that up. So
exactly. So now they take that story, Brother Rich, and they spin it. They spin it, and they regurgitate it over and over and over until you are convinced. Now, Brother Rich, let's deal with the neurolinguistics and the neuroscience. How many times you have to repeat something in order for people to take it in and believe it to be the truth? Let's just say 6 times, Brother Rich. Let's say 12. Let's get ridiculous, Brother Rich, and say 24 times. As a matter of fact, let's just use some fuckery like they do, and use some insane numbers like 150 times. How many times you see this thing? How did it play out on the news? Every day, all day, since it happened. Am I right or wrong?
you're right.
That's enough time for anyone to get it in their brain that this guy is an Islamist terrorist radical, possibly gay terrorists that pledge allegiance to ISIS that actually mow down you here in the club. And you say anything else other than the traditional story that's being fed to the masses of the dumbed-down sheeple, you're going to get a serious argument at the goddamn water cooler at work. Trust me, you are. Third thing, terrorism. Terrorism only happens to white people, bitch. When you do the research that you and I have done and run down the mass shootings in America and how many black people and Native Americans got mowed down in these massive shootings in America, they don't ever label that terrorism because black people can't be terrorized. The Ku Klux Klan is a terrorist organization. There's a different subsidiary of the FBI, CIA, and some of them other funny, fucking crooked-ass letters that they put together. Some of them other cats are terrorist organizations. As a matter of fact, they're so good at it, they're used to it, Brother Rich. And we need to understand that. So when they come, flashing badges, knocking on doors, kicking in doors, shooting before they ask any questions, ask Tamir Rice's family. These are terrorist organizations. And we need to view them and label them as such until they change their particular behavior. They need to be viewed as such. Last but not least, Brother Rich, this whole idea of a hate crime. If it happens to a black person who denounces his authenticity, if I could use that five-syllable word, if I could use that five-syllable word, Brother Rich, I don't want to confuse the audience or speak above their head, which I don't do. So when you talk about hate crime, are we talking about the traditional, fundamental, non-working definition of what they say is a hate crime? Is because if you do, you're working against the very idea of what happens to black people every single day in America. Simply because if a white person tracks down and hunts down and follows a young teenager wearing a hood in an apartment complex, tackles him and shoots him down like a dog, that's not a hate crime, Brother Rich. That's not a hate crime. But Dylan goes to a church and sits in there and he prays and sits with black people and praises the white Jesus, then stands up and mows down everybody in the goddamn church. That's not a hate crime, Brother Rich. But as soon as a white woman break a goddamn fingernail or lose a fucking eyelash on the goddamn highway, they shut it down, Brother Rich. And if a black person is found with that eyelash 40 years later, then they convict him and give him 25 to life, that's a hate crime, Brother Rich. I'm stitching it, but ask the fucking ID channel and the forensic fucking file. You understand what I'm saying? Or some of the ridiculous shit that they come up with. They'll label it as a hate crime in a heartbeat. And that's a very, very real dynamic, Brother Rich. Very, very real. So that's my take on your 4 different points that you brought out. They have to criminalize and niggerize hip-hop by making Troy-ass video viral and let the whole world see how savage black people are by shooting people down in a club. But the worst terrorist hate crime against gay people at the Pulse nightclub in Orlando, Florida, and the place is equipped with cameras, and people have cell phones. We didn't get one piece of footage. Come on, Brother Rich. Something is wrong with that particular story from the rip. Come on, man. From the beginning. Come on.
Well, you know, a lot of people, because it's election season, pretty much everything that goes on now, people feel as though it's being staged to sway the masses' opinion toward a certain candidate or a certain direction the so-called, the quote-unquote elite wants to lead the country into. So a lot of people feel as though this works in favor of Donald Trump with all the things he's been saying as of recently about Muslims, about banning them, about a lot of things. Like I said last week, we talked about Muhammad Ali. Piers Morgan, one thing I didn't bring up with you last week Piers Morgan, he's a journalist on, I believe it's CNN, a white journalist. He compared Ali to Trump, saying some of the things Ali said, people praise Trump for saying similar things and people hate him for it. Trump, one of the things me and you talked about last week is Ali saying, when asked about are all white people evil, I guess to summarize, Ali basically said he doesn't have time to look for the good ones when there's so many bad ones. Trump is saying, listen, I don't have time to look for the good Muslims when there's so many bad ones. That's basically what Trump is saying. So people are saying something a black man like Ali said is similar to something Trump is saying. My question to you, Griff, is if you were white, considering how much you praise Ali, if you were white and everything going on now, would you be proud of what Donald Trump is saying about Muslims because you think race first? Or are you a right versus wrong kind of guy?
No. I'm a right versus wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm also a truth versus non-truth. A truth versus falsehood kind of guy, so to speak. Simply because all we have to do is do a little research first. And I think I gave you the stats before. The 350 some odd mass shootings in America, maybe 4 of them were carried out by so-called Muslims.
Right, you said that.
Let's say that again, Brother Rich.
Yeah.
Out of all of the mass shootings in America, right? Maybe 4 of them were carried out. If we do some basic research, if you look at 9/11 as being a hoax, if you look at 9/11 and see who the real perpetrators, and they find that some of those people are still alive. Some of the people they say carry that out. So when are we going to end the propaganda and the lies? You understand what I'm saying? And focus in on what the real issue is. You ask a very critical question. This is election time, and they're going to use anything to get their particular agenda across. Donald Trump keeps pushing the same idea of making America great. I'm going to say this, Brother Rich, and I don't mean any disrespect to any of your listeners, or anybody that listens to this show. Do your goddamn research. Pick up the dictionary. Great does not mean good, Brother Rich. I'm going to say that again. When they say America is great, great doesn't mean good. Look it up in the dictionary. America is great, but America's not good. And we need to understand that basic. You see, Brother Rich, people just go on what they hear. They don't listen to us and won't go do the research. I can't say to people that listen to us, Brother Rich, because a lot of people really do their research. You know what I'm saying? They'll pull up the damn YouTube clip and go look it up. And that's a beautiful thing. Because people have called me and actually took me up on some things. You understand what I'm saying? Which is beautiful. But the political agenda overall, be it the left or the right. Can I say something real quick? Do you realize that when they kept running Martins, the shooter, Martins, well, I can't keep calling him the shooter. Yeah, they got me, Brother Rich. Hey, they got me saying shit. The so-called shooter, Martins, because the earlier reports that there were 2 or 3 people shooting.
Yeah.
The early reports, eyewitness reports. They brought the ex-wife on immediately.
2 or 3 people shooting.
The crisis actors they brought on immediately. The ex-wife said he was mentally ill. So how come they never ran that story, Brother Rich? That he was on meds. How come they never ran that story? Why are they trying to blame his current wife for knowing about having prior knowledge? Do you know that he was a registered Democrat, Brother Rich?
Did not know that, no.
He was a registered Democrat. Do you know that he was placed on the terrorist watch list? And after he was placed on the terrorist watch list, he still bought guns, Brother Rich?
Wow.
And this is very real. Do you know, Brother Rich, that he was up in the nightclub for goddamn 3 hours?
Yeah.
That motherfucker ordered pizza with the lunch, came back, checked his fucking emails, and he was still shooting people. Why would you allow someone with a high-powered automatic AR-15 or AK-47, right, in a club, shooting for 3 hours, brother.
Come underneath you,
The fuck you think you're going to run out of bullets? Come on, brother Rich. There's something wrong with that story. But let me get back to your point. The overall agenda from the left or the right, Democrat or Republican, I call them Republican.
What up, bro? Man. Say, look here, this is what I need to do. I got a white boy coming from, my people coming from Conroe later on this season to get them narcos. I need to move them songs. I should be real straight on them songs tonight with the rest of the money. But what I'm saying is that, I ain't even got my Bible to ride with the motherfucking songs right now. So just give me the songs, because I need the songs so I can move them. I had money tonight on that. You know what I'm saying? It's 120.
On the street of America, brother. Everybody can listen to, bro. Still something left over, brother.
Truth, man.
Huh?
Truth, man.
Hate crime against.
Oh, come on, John, man.
Oh. Did I switched on you?
Man, that ain't them dance, that's them bees.
Oh, go ahead, then. I'm gonna get the nigga for the weed.
Huh?
I'm gonna get to the one for the weed. I don't know none of the difference
He might
enough.
not want to fuck with you on that. You need to call him and let him know what you got. Them niggas be wanting them dance.
So the ones I had last time with the dance?
The last ones I got from you was the dance, man. Them niggas be frowning on them V's, man. That's like.
So how do you find out which is which? Why did they switch up like they do?
Huh?
Why do they be switching up like they do?
Man, I don't know, bro. Them motherfuckers right there, that's like them old motherfuckers that a nigga really couldn't. Them niggas, they fuck with them, but they.
Cause that's the same one I've been getting.
Well, that ain't what I got from you that day. When I gave you that day, I said, fuck, let me give you the money right now for them motherfuckers, man. So when
I ain't know what they was. Oh, right now I know.
You fuck with that dude with them that weed shit. You need to get that straight with him.
Nah, that's what he been getting, cause that's what he got last time.
Well, bro,
I'm cool. I'm cool. Cause that's what he got last time.
If you could get him.
Oh, I'm straight with him.
If you could get him on them hoes,
oh yeah, I'm straight. I'm straight with him.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm straight. But I ain't know.
It's like they said, go. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Bro.
Right. I'm cool.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So I guess we just wait till you get your body and shit straight on the other issue.
But I'll come back tonight, man, and make that shit happen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a different.
Yeah,
because like I said, the dude gave me, that's what I gave him.
Well, if he ain't tripping, man, because them hoes, I mean, what I'm telling you, I mean, they retail for $4.
Mm-hmm.
But them bees, a nigga don't want to give you $3, $2.50, $2 for them.
Right.
So if you got a nigga that want to give you that weed for them motherfuckers and he ain't tripping, I wouldn't be tripping either.
Oh, man, like I said, and I like the weed anyway, because like I said, you can't, even if I had the money, I still couldn't get the amount of shit that I would get it for him.
Yeah.
Even with the money. Even with the money.
If you get cut, it's like this here. It all work out for the best, man, if you know you gonna fuck around. Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. Do I look like I'm tripping?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I was just telling somebody a little while ago, I like dealing with y'all on what's really real, because I know what I know, because of where I went to know what I know.
Yeah.
After going into the light to know. Now, I'm gonna ask you this question, then I'm gonna leave you alone. Do you love you?
No.
You don't love you. Do you love a woman that? Well, you ain't with no woman then now, because you definitely don't love the woman. Okay, well I put like this. Do you love God then? Yeah, cause you can't, because you don't know who he is.
Hey, let me tell you something. This is what I be trying to. I be listening to Dick Gregory and all that shit like that. So sometimes, man, a nigga think a little harder in the shit.
Cause I was about to
So
something
like
to
this here. I'm gonna say this here, bro. If I loved myself, John, I wouldn't be smoking cigarettes, bro.
Thanks. One.
If I loved myself, you know, I wouldn't be defiling my temple with shit that I'm supposed to be putting in.
Two.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
So you
That's
just,
what
so
it
you, so
is,
you
you
just, so
know.
you just existing. You see, you having fun. I ain't mad at you, Dave, but
But I'ma tell you what I, hey, do you know anybody, do you fuck with anybody on the weed level, man?
yeah.
I mean, if you want weed,
Oh no. That won't we? I got somebody that sell a lot of it.
hey, your nigga that selling, man, probably next week, John, I'm about to be on, nigga. I'm gonna be $5.25 a pound, bro.
Oh well, well, I don't know about that with her because she ain't with them people.
Huh?
She ain't with them people.
I'm in with them too.
I'm here with you, and nigga,
I'm
all you
talking
gotta
about,
do.
I'm in with them too. And what I mean by that is, it's like, I done plugged in with an essay from the valley, bro. You understand?
Put it like this.
Cause you know what weed going, man? A nigga sell a pound of weed, 600, 650, 625, 575. I'm gonna be 5 1/4 across the fucking board. If you want one, or if you want 100, they 5 1/4, bro. And 150 for a QP. 150 for a QP, bro. Them niggas want 180 for a QP, man. 200, 190, 175. I'm 150 for a QP, bro.
I'm so glad that you joking. Just say you're joking. Just say you're joking. I just realized something. Just say, man, I'm fucking with you.
I'm not though.
I just say that. Just say it. Just say
I'm not fucking with you.
I'm so happy you are though. Rewind. Look, that's the reason why I say that, nigga.
What?
See, cause you was on the air on my show. The truth is the truth. Period.
You know what else, bro?
Yeah, man. Shit.
Hey.
True. Period. But they don't know who you are anyway, though. They don't know who you is.
$50 out ounces, bro. $50
I'm
ounces.
gonna fuck with you. I told you.
$50 ounces.
What? Do you want to hear this? I'm gonna start this right here, cause I put on my show. You fucking with me in my show. But anyway, dude, yo, Dave, watch this. Yo, Dave, and you gonna be like, I'm gonna fuck with you, John. Dave in there. Oh, Dave, come up here on the phone. How much I spend with poker a year, Dave? How much the estimate you did before? How much what that estimate was you did before? It was 10,000 on cause you recalculated how I was doing.
Shoot, man, at least you sitting there, one time, $50 at a time you spent with her, son, you doing almost 3, maybe 4 times a month. So you spend at least 200 minimum.
See?
At least you spend with her a month.
Man, I was telling my man I done plugged in with an essay from the valley, bro. And I'm gonna have them pounds for $5.25, bro.
So I'm just gonna buy a pound from that nigga sitting in the
Niggas
thing.
up there with all that old fucking 650, 625,
You hear me, huh?
525 across the board.
You hear me? I'm gonna buy a pound
$150
for
QPs and $50 ounces, bro. Real talk, bro. For real, man.
Like I said,
that's gonna be ready next week, man.
And me and D gonna see. Could that be next week?
That's gonna be next week. But
because
man,
other things that's gonna be done there tonight.
I need all these motherfuckers here now, bro.
All right, I ain't gonna sell nothing there.
I need all these motherfuckers on the cool, bro. I need them.
All right, well, like I said,
That motherfucker coming.
I'll see you tonight.
Okay, it's all good. But we'll
We'll wrap on that the other day.
Okay.
For sure. 1 and 1. Back to the truth, and let's get this mission finished. We already know they're gonna be out there our ass. Getting that next vote. So we're gonna have to be up there and storm with that with wearing our clothes, cousin coat. Going to the moon. Let's go to the moon. Put real back on.
Right? In a club, shooting for 3 hours, Brother Rich. What the fuck do you think you're going to run out of bullets? Come on, Brother Rich. There's something wrong with that story. But let me get back to your point. The overall agenda from the left or the right, Democrat or Republican, I call them Republican, it's aimed at advancing the cause for the gun grab. It's the gun grab agenda. Let me say that again. The gun grab agenda. They want to get all the guns off the streets, Brother Rich. They're trying to turn and fine-tune this thing to the point where there's no more resistance, Brother Rich, on a physical level. Stop, y'all. Think about it. There are more guns on the streets of America than there are people. There are more guns, brother. Matter of fact, if you do the total number of guns
so you need to
on
take
the
some money
streets
back for you?
of America, brother, everybody can have 5 with still some of that's over, brother.
He's going to come back.
You gotta come back tonight. Because the former, that other thing, you know.
But brother Rich, this smells very fishy because it has false flag written all over. You understand what I'm saying? What are the bullet-written pictures that they could have showed us, brother Rich? All the bullets that they showed us and the hole that they showed us were very real. When I say false flag, I didn't mean it didn't happen, y'all. It really happened, and there were real bullets and real victims. But the motive and the story was false and twisted and had a bunch of holes in it. I'm going to say that again, brother Rich, because some people are going to leave the comments under this clip. It was a false flag, y'all. Bullets were real. Victims were real. Blood was real. Motives were false. And holes were all in the goddamn story. And the story was absolutely wrong. One thing about the story that was absolutely correct, Brother Rich, and I don't know if you were going to ask that question. You see the interview with the sister? What's her name? Patience? Right, she read the poem? No, I didn't. And she was an eyewitness, and she laid there like she was dead, and she heard the shooter. She was in the same starting bathroom as the shooter, and she listened to the shooter call the alleged shooter, call the police and make the 911 call. She said she heard with her own ears, Brother Rich. She said, listen, this is not about black people. I have nothing against black people. I have a problem with white people bombing and attacking my country. America needs to stop bombing my country. This is why I'm doing this. So the whole idea that he hated gay people or hated whatever, that's false. That's a false narrative, Brother Rich. That's a false narrative. The black woman, the black young lady said, I have nothing against black people. She said, how many black people in the club? Somebody from another state said it's 6 or 7 of them. He said, I want y'all to know I have nothing against black people. I want America to stop bombing my country. That's the reason why he was there, shooting up everybody, Brother Rich. And that's very real. The second thing, looking and being inclusive of everything, Brother Rich, this is going to advance the homosexual agenda, Brother Rich. This is their cannon fodder, Brother Rich. This is going to become their rallying cry and their platform. You're going to see more rainbow goddamn flags than you ever saw. You're going to see rainbow fucking lipstick, condoms, hairstyles, motherfucking rainbow fucking Wonder Bread candy bars, whatever fucking rainbow commercials, or every fucking thing. You understand what I'm saying? This is going to be their rallying cry. That somebody is now attacking all gay people for no reason, just because they want to be gay.